What is going on, guys? Your boy Guns here, and today I want to bring to you guys my good old Falgrim build. Shout out to my boy Geet, who helped us do some 1v1 testing. This is based off the 1v1 testing and some of my experience within the test server and actual fighting. Okay, on top of that, the tree that we built, we also built it on stream. I'll put a link to the stream of when we did all that testing for you guys to see the actual test in live, right? So let me go through with you guys and show you guys some of the reports. Okay, also we're going to be adding chapters to this, so if you guys want to skip to straight to the talent tree, you can. Just check that out. We're also going to go over some potential pets and potential pairings, and also the minimum investment for Falgrim and scenarios of when Falgrim would be primary, right? Because as a disclaimer, I still think Sybil Falgrim is going to be the way. However, not everyone's going to have access to Sybil right away, and you're going to have Falgrim, and a lot of you guys are going to want to know, like, who do I pair Falgrim with? Falgrim Nico, Falgrim Freygar, Falgrim Cindrion, Falgrim Canaro, Falgrim, well, whatever the case may be, right? We tested a different one of those, right? So I'll show you guys some of the test results. Let me go in here, and okay, here we go with the first one. So I was using my Short King Guns account as the test subject. However, my Magret and my Zeta are not maxed on that account. They're 5.5 triple one or 5.5.5.1 and 5.3.4.5. Overall, in case some of you guys are probably wondering already, I still, in terms of like Mag A versus Falgrim and any other combination, yeah, Mag A is gonna win that. When we actually get Sybil unlocked here soon in the near future, once SLE is over, or the Destiny Wheel, we're gonna do even more testing then, right? So that is a disclaimer as far as this goes. We do have a little bit different unit types that might play a part in it. It might not. Well, we'll see. I mean, I'm sure it plays a part for sure, right? But you can see with this first one, I think we try to I'll show you guys the Falgrim tree, right? So we tried Falgrim, Nico here, and it was pretty rough, right? 22 to 29 on this first one. The second one here, 22 to 29 again, right? And then the third one, you see that we lost, right? What happened? Guns, what happened? How did it make that big of a difference? Let me show you guys what the main difference was. So at first, let me go over here to here, Roots of War, Battle Sync, Heroes. This is how I go through my builds, right? So this is the build that we ran that was successful, right? This is the build that we ran that was successful. Now, instead of, I have my extra point here at Magic Counter Tactics, because once you catch those mages out of balance, you're good there. But I think you could either go, I personally, I don't know, I think you can go with either one of these, right? Either HP bypass here or concentration. I wouldn't go detached, even though you do get a hero skill damage boost. You do lose some normal attack damage, and archers care a lot about the normal attack damage. This specific build is for a 31% march speed, right? So if you're not running a 31% march speed build or in that vicinity, you could definitely take off some marksman speed here, right? Or down here, right? Because if you take the 3 out of here and put them in defense and put the 3 up here, that's already 3% more speed than down here, right? So that's something to take into consideration when you guys are doing your different combinations. Now, here we went with Shower of Blows. Now, there was 2 different kind of like thought processes or processi. How do you say that, chat? I don't know. Anyways, you can go with either or here, but I think most people voted for actually most people voted for Bullseye, but we had some pretty key players in there. Like we had Chief in there, that's now an Echo, who's a 3-time Tournament of Champions champion, TOC champion, I guess we can say. They were saying like you can go with either one, right? This one, essentially the ideology here is like you're staying active poking, but not inactive enough to where you leave the battle, right? So as soon as it shows you like battle report, bang, the battle's over. Now you have to re-engage to get Bullseye in there. But if you're able to do Bullseye and you're able to min max or you know, micro your troops properly to where you can get up to the 5% attack consistently, you know, we'll see, right? But as you can see here, each normal attack they launch removes 1 stack. So, you know, there is a catch to it. So overall, we went with Shower of Blows, kind of maximizing on the fact that it is based off this. These heroes do love hero skill damage, right? And that's why we went up this way, get some HP, right? Because you're going to be hitting a lot of tanks, especially with no long range warfare. So you want to be able to have that HP to mitigate the counter attack that you're receiving from those Gorish Skogos specifically, right? On top of that, we got Delight here. This is pretty crazy, right? 15% rage accumulation as long as you're over 50%, right? So this is something to take into account. As soon as you're under 50%, you're no longer getting this rage accumulation, so you might as well refresh to get more out of your march. Second, we went with Radical, right? Now here's my thought process here. Yes, you get the 3% damage bonus, but you're also getting a reduction of 1.5% damage. So one of the things I'll be testing out in the field is between Radical and Harvest, right? Because with Harvest, as you guys know, tanks get melted really quickly on that front line. So in a blink of an eye, you're going to end up with 5% attack damage, right? And you're not going to have the defense reduction, right? Because taking away the defense reduction also makes you die a little bit faster. But you kind of, it's almost like a glass cannon kind of trade, but it'd be interesting to see the difference there, right? The other one here is with Pursuit. So when your Legion consists entirely of marksman units, they inflict fragility when casting rage skills, increasing normal attack damage taken by 10% for 5 seconds. That is just pretty solid, right? Which is going to be mainly when you're hitting tanks. Now, if you're in a field where you're not really hitting tanks that much and it's more of a range on range kind of fight, you're probably going to want to go with Burst Shot, right? You're probably going to want to go with Burst Shot to get that little bit extra damage out of it. Moving over here, we went with the skills tree, right? We went with some more hero skill damage, some more rage, and then of course the good old boiling blood, right? That's what we ended up going with. So the main thing, guys, this is a big point. All right, this is a very big point. If you're running Falgrim and you want to run the skills tree, the heroes have to have some kind of crit, because if the heroes don't have crit, this doesn't take into effect, right? Increasing the hero script rate bonus, more hero skill crit damage, right? All of that stuff really affects the report. So I went into the report and I was looking, and it's like, wait, we're not critting anything. The reason why Falgrim, let's just say you decided to go with Falgrim primary with Civil. Let's see, Civil. Oh no, this is on my Roots of War stuff, so I have to back up all the way over here. So the skills tree kind of works with Civil, right? Because she has the crit rate in her build, right? Where's she at? Where's her crit rate at? And defense, gain march speed. I don't see the crit rate in her build here. Yeah, so one of the things that I was seeing, I don't know, maybe you guys can help me out in the comment section below, but for some reason running Falgrim with Sybil, I was getting no crit. Maybe it was up to chance, guys. Maybe it wasn't. But the main thing that you guys saw, when we switched from the skills tree to the marksman tree, it made that big of a difference right here, right? It made that big of a difference here. When we look at the reports here, right here, it made this big of a difference, right? 27 to 26. He ended up winning with Falgrim Nico. All right. And then the next one we had was Falgrim Kanara. Right? We also tested other ones. We tested Falgrim Freygar, and that did horrendous. So, guys, based off the testing that we did, who are we're kind of getting more into. So I showed you guys the tree, right? The one that we think is best as of right now, right? Obviously, when we get onto the field, a lot of things are going to change. Specifically for me, because I will be running Falgrim Kanara based off the different testings that we did between Falgrim Kanara, Nico, Freygar, Sindrion. Other one that I got to do on my account is going to be Moo, so that's going to be an interesting one there. Falgrim Kanara did the best. Look at that. Look at that, right? We also tested a Magzay versus Falgrim Kanara, and Magzay absolutely stomped Falgrim Kenara. So a lot of you guys, and I keep saying this throughout my videos, yeah, I still think Mag's A is going to be they're the queens of the field, man. They're the queens of the field for, I mean, everybody. I was gonna say marksman, but I mean they kind of do it all, right? And then if I guess it's more of a guide for like a Falgrim primary, right? So, but if you were gonna go Falgrim primary, guys, I still think if you're able to get your hands on the Iron Tusk, it's gonna be good to go there. So as you guys can see here, I'm already working on my Falgrim here. But if you are able to get your hands on the new artifact down here, the good old Iron Tusk, that would be really good, right? Because it does so much damage, man. On top of that, whenever you switch to Cavalry, the Iron Tusk also goes crazy. But at that point, you know, you're kind of dealing with some speed issues there. But anyways, if you don't have any of the Forge of Light ones, right? You can run. There's so many different configurations that you can run, guys. But if you don't have any of the Forge of Light ones, one that has been working for me, especially for low spend / free to play, Fang of Ashkari. A lot of people are like, "What? You're running Fang?" I ran Fang on my Sindri on Freygar on this account specifically when there was long range warfare, and it was popping off, guys. It actually was popping off. So this is a good one for the low spends, right? Especially early on in the game when, you know, maybe you're struggling to get some artifacts. But I do think the Iron Tusk is probably going to be the best one to go with. Another one that I would love to try out is the Viola's Bow, which is going to give you that HP, right? So if you're hitting a lot of tanks, that's going to give you a lot of survivability out there while doing a bunch of damage, right? So that's kind of my recommendation for the pets there. Let's see here. All right, now moving on. If you have any other questions of other artifacts, you can always ask away, guys. As far as the pets go, right? As far as the pets go, this is another key part of this video of things that we were talking about in the live stream, which I'm gonna link here, okay? We need to slow it down when it comes to the pets, because we remember when Mag's A first came out, maybe some of you guys weren't living in the era with Mag's A. They didn't have a Shadow Manticore available, but Mag's A came out and there was no Shadow Manticore. Everyone went in and invested on a bunch of sand lizards, right? I was one of those guys. Right, you can see here I got my advanced chain strike on there, and I still don't regret this investment, to be honest. But I still think it's pretty decent. But when it comes to the Falgrim, my biggest advice is going to be patient. Wait a season or two if they release a new pet, because I do think they might release a new pet for them, right? Some people in the chat were saying that they're hearing rumors about a white owl coming out. Man, whether that's true, I don't know, guys. That's what they were saying. But I think right now I would still go with a sand lizard personally, because it gives sustainability to the archers. That's just my own personal. But if you're more of a I just want to hit as hard as possible DPS kind of guy, I still think the Night Rock and the Shadow Manticore are good to go. But if I had to pick from one of them, I would go with the Shadow Manticore. Why? Because the Shadow Manticore also does well with the calves. One of the things that I like doing with my pets lately is investing into pets that can be used in different builds between calves, archers, and infantry. So that's what I recommend there as far as the pets. As far as minimum investment, me personally, as you can tell already, I'm going to be going with the 5.5. What guns? Why are you going with the 5.5? The reason why I'm going with the 5.5 is because I do plan on running Falgrim with some configuration of my cavalry, right? So if you guys look here, this is what I currently have on a cavalry setup. But eventually I think I'm gonna end up putting Falgrim with Kenara, right? Maybe. I still gotta talk to my cav mains. Shout out to all my cav mains. Maybe you guys can help me out figure out how I can incorporate Falgrim in here. I thought about even putting Tobin and Falgrim, right? Because Falgrim does have that 10% March speed, so it's going to help me add more damage build on my Tobin while not needing an artifact that has speed. So maybe that's the bet for me, considering that my Tobin and Urag are only at 5.111. So maybe that might be the play for me there, using my cavalry. But yeah, that's going back to the whole like minimum investment. The perfect case scenario, if you're going for straight raw damage, would be a 5-1-1-5 if you're lucky. But the chances of getting that, guys, are damn near impossible. So I wouldn't even go that route personally. We already do enough gambling with our pets and regenerations. But anyways, that's a conversation for another day. So I would go with a 5-5-1-1 Falgrim, right? I'd go with a 5-5-1-1 Falgrim and kind of just go from there. Because that 5-5-1-1, you know, it's nice, right? Having that extra march speed is going to allow you to put some more builds in here. So one more time, I'll show you guys the build down here. Go over here, Roots of War. This is my recommendation too, guys. Whenever you guys are kind of just like brainstorming some builds, make sure you come over here to the Roots of War. Bang, you can see it right here, right? So this is the build that I'm going with. So right now I'm going with magic counterattack, but who knows? Maybe we might mess around and put that one skill anywhere else. Maybe in the comment section below you guys can put where would you put the extra skill. So yeah. Yep. I mean, like I said, I'll link the live stream and you guys can see a lot more tests that we did there to include the Max A one. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video, guys. Just a guide for you guys with Falgrim between me and a lot of good Archer players that I saw in my live stream. You can see who those players were. So it's based off my own experience and top players in the game helping me as well, right? So it's not just me collectively with the Archer stuff. So anyways, guys, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys test out that tree. You're gonna love it. I know you're gonna love it. You know, you can message me, let me know how it does. Share with me some reports, right? Please. That'd be great. So with that being said, guys, I appreciate you guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you guys drop a like on the video. It definitely helps us out a ton. All right. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you guys sub to the channel. Turn on that bell notification. Lets you guys know when I go live or drop a new video, guys. Until next time, it's your boy Guns, and I'm out. Peace, y'all. Take it easy.